Hey everybody, how's it going? This Must Be Nice, episode 6. I'm Chris.
No see. I'm Loons.
It's been a minute. We apologize about the gap between videos. Just life happens, you know?
We haven't really had time to get together. But for the summer, I was working a lot, and then he's been working Graves, and he just switched shifts. So we're gonna be more consistent. It's a better time for me, when hit with his shifts and stuff for us to get together. So
It'll be a lot easier, basically.
And we left off with doing a review for Galaxy's Edge and Jurassic World. I had to delay Jurassic World because it wasn't out open yet, and then if you go to my channel, you can see my review on that. But today we're going to be talking about Galaxy's Edge. Chris got the chance to go check that out.
I got to go to the early opening of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland. So now it's open to everybody, by the way, so everyone can go check that out. The only difference is from then to now, I have seen online on the Disney website that you need a reservation to do everything. So you need a reservation to do build a droid, a reservation to build a lightsaber, and then I think the ride you're still good, but you need a reservation for the cantina as well. When I went, the cantina was a 2-hour wait, so that's the one thing I didn't get to experience because I was only given a 3-hour window, so it kind of a waste of time to wait the whole time, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So that's the only thing I didn't get to experience. I'm going back in November, so hopefully I can knock that off my list. Besides that, the park is beautiful. Really felt like a Star Wars movie, you know, everything was built practical. I have pictures of them, we'll post them, but I had, there was life-size Millennium Falcon, life-size X-Wing, things like that. Really, really cool, I want to say, atmosphere. Really, really cool. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll love it. I also made a lightsaber. It came in a little pricey, so, excuse me, it's Disneyland, so you already know what you're getting into.
Right. So the cantina is like a restaurant or like...
It's like a bar almost.
Oh, okay.
So
I figured that.
Yeah, so everyone was in line for that.
Yeah, I think I would have went over there, went to that first, but you had the intention of going to buy a lightsaber, and I probably wouldn't have.
Yeah.
You spent how much?
So it rang in around $215.
And was there a difference in price on the crystal colors and stuff?
No,
like that?
it's just a flat rate for whatever you want, and then they give you up to about, I think, 6 different styles of hilt. The hilt is metal. It's heavy. It's got some weight to it, and the blade is it's very durable. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's quality for what you're paying for.
Right. I had the chance to hold it and
I showed
stuff.
it to Luna.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'd say it's definitely worth it. I just would still probably want to go to the cantina first and have a drink or something.
Yeah.
Just like when I went to the Harry Potter place at Universal Studios, I went and tried the drink first.
The butterbeer?
The butterbeer.
I tried that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got the lightsaber. They have a whole thing where when you're waiting, the stormtroopers walk by, and then the people that work there when you're waiting, they pretend that you're not there to buy a lightsaber. They pretend you're there to buy scrap metal because it's forbidden to sell lightsabers. So the cast members stuck to it. It was a really cool experience. Other than that, we also went to the Build-A-Droid. So it's just like Build-A-Bear almost, you pay to get in. They have a assembly line running, and you got to pick your colors, and you got to pick which droid you want, either a BB or R2. We made an R2. It's I think I might have a video of it or a picture of it, so we'll post that as well. That costs $99.
Not too bad.
It's not
It's
bad,
fine.
and it's wireless. And then there's a Bluetooth option to where they could connect with other droids. So say you get two, or a friend has one. It's kind of cool. They can interact with each other. So we did that, and then we also went on the Smuggler's Ride. So basically, you get to pilot or be inside of the Millennium Falcon. It's a ride where it's not a track or anything. It's more of a screen ride, but it moves and everything, so you feel like you're flying. It takes 6 people to do it. So me and my fiance, we joined another group because there's only 2 of us and it needs 6 people. So 2 people are pilots, 2 people are gunners, and 2 people are, they call engineers. Basically, if you take enough damage, engineers need to like press buttons and stuff to fix whatever's going wrong. So we were the engineers. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do a lot. Our drivers were terrible. You know the deal. But it was a really cool experience. There's cool things to do while you're waiting. If you watch the Rebels show or the Clone Wars show, there's a character in it that basically you're working for. You're not working for someone that's in the movies. It was kind of a cool thing to do because a lot of people don't really look at the shows as like important. You know?
Right.
So it was cool to see them mix it up.
Connected and stuff like that.
Yeah. So other than that,
Which
the ride was really cool.
Continue with Dawson.
I had a fun time. So overall, they had that, and then there's food to eat. We got some food. I forgot the name of it. It's been a minute.
Right.
Long lines for the blue milk, so I didn't try that either. Like I said, I had to work with 3 hours. Now that it's open for
That's
everybody,
crazy.
I'll be able to experience it all.
Yeah, we're playing Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, sorry.
We're gonna try out the Nightwolf character that they just released him. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, so if we seem a little distracted, sorry about that.
Yeah.
But to finish what I was saying, basically, I would give it a 10 out of 10, and that's without experiencing everything. Obviously, expect to spend a lot of money, but I feel like if you're going to Disneyland, you should already expect that.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
So that's my review, and we're gonna add videos and stuff post production. So you guys will see what we're talking about. The Nightwolf.
Yeah. So Twitter's been crazy, dude.
Yeah, I was on my break at work, and I saw the Spider-Man news.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know what everyone was talking about at first.
Yeah, I saw like a joke about it before I even saw the news, so I was like, what,
Yeah.
what the heck's going on? But from what I've, seen, obviously Twitter doesn't have all the answers, but it's not official yet. It's still in talks.
I mean, I've only read some of the stuff, but so I was like reading into it, and it's talking about Sony wanting to depart from Marvel and take, just have control over what happened with Spider-Man and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, why do they keep going back and forth? So I didn't read too much into it, and I'm just like losing hope.
Yeah.
Like.
So again, you can correct us if we're wrong in the comments, but I saw some stuff saying that basically, Marvel is being very greedy. They wanted to change their deal to where they make 50-50 with Sony, and they already own all of the merchandising, and then they make a certain percentage already. So if that's the case, it's like, I get why Sony's mad, but at the same time, it's like, do you really believe in yourself that much that you won't ruin it again? you know. And then I saw a lot of people saying, you know, the first two Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire were good. Maybe they can get on track, but I want to just let everyone know Sam Raimi was behind all of the stuff on those two. So Sony didn't have a lot to say in those two movies. And then when they did have a say, it was the cluttered mess that is Spider-Man 3. You know, I don't hate that movie the most, like, compared to most people, but I will admit it's not the best movie, you know. Especially with Topher Grace as Venom. So hopefully they can come to an agreement, or, you know, because they just did this whole groundwork to make Spider-Man, you know, the star of the MCU.
Yeah.
Replacing Iron Man. Iron Man died for him. You know, that's what made him change his mind. So it's kind of like, do you want to piss off all your, you know, fans?
Well, that's probably what they're getting at. Sony, that's, you know,
Yeah.
it's Marvel Universe. It's not Sony's universe.
Yeah,
So-
I get that too, because I know they will. Excuse me. I know they want Tom Holland and Tom Hardy to be in a movie together, which, and I'm sure we all want.
Yeah.
It's just timing, you know. They built up this storyline. Spoiler alert: everybody knows who fucking Spider-Man is now. Like, that cliffhanger, it needs to be, you know, explained or expanded on.
Yeah, that is pretty greedy of them, though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't blame Sony, but at the same time, it's like, fuck, man, you're in a pickle right now. Yeah, I know, Spider-Verse, you know, won an Oscar. Don't even get me started on that, man. But
No, everyone slept on it.
yeah, super slept on movie that won an Oscar, Into the Spider-Verse. Also, you know, Venom didn't have the best reviews. I liked it, and it made a lot of money, so they count that as a win. But I don't know, man. I hope they can come to an agreement,
Maybe not.
because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I hated the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I didn't like them either.
Andrew Garfield, they made him like cool. You know, he was like a skater in the first one. I was like, what the hell is this? You know? And then I've never finished The Amazing Spider-Man 2 without falling asleep. So honestly, I've never seen the full movie.
Wow.
It's just, every time I was like, man, this movie sucks.
I watched them. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like them. One thing I did like was the reptile doctor dude.
He
He did a good job.
the reptile was pretty cool.
Yeah, and basically he was kind of like the bad guy, you know, and all the people turned into reptiles. So I thought that was pretty cool. And they hadn't really characterized him in a movie before, so
That's true. Well, they try. So like,
they mentioned it.
yeah, they like try to like shoehorn it in on Spider-Man 3. If you notice, he
Yeah.
only has one arm,
Mm,
and then the second one he has two arms.
yeah.
So like, maybe they threw that in there just like a nod to fans, you know. Like, ooh, Dr. Connors has one arm, you know. Ooh, are we gonna get Reptile soon?
Yeah.
Maybe he was planned for Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, but then 3 did so bad. Why is Venom? I mean,
It looked good. It's just not the right casting.
I didn't think it looked good. I thought
You didn't like it?
Nah. I don't know.
I don't know.
His face, it was too small. Usually he has like a
Yeah,
long
that's
head.
true.
Long
It was
tongue,
like
you know?
Spider-Man's head just with the mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah,
like a really like
now that I think about it.
sliced open mouth. You know, like if he was gonna be like, why so serious or something.
But yeah, that's very true, man. I agree with you. Spider-Man 2 was probably one of my favorite movies growing up, man. I remember when it came out, I was like, I gotta buy this movie.
You know, I got one. I had one on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
and I watched that one a lot when I was younger.
I think it was mainly the subway fight that like drew me in. And then when he gets like kicked off and like he's like in traffic, like trying not to hit a car.
Yeah.
I think that's what my favorite part was.
My favorite part, and my most favorite of like the backstory of him becoming Spider-Man is the first one. Like him actually getting bit, and then the colors on the spider and stuff, and how he discovered his powers and trained himself, and then the costume.
How he was a wrestler and stuff, and the evolution. I get that. Yeah, I like that. It was a good movie. One of the highest grossing movies for a while. So to pivot from that, you know, speaking of childhood, I was thinking today at work, you know, like when I was little, I used to get in trouble for weird stuff. Have you ever gotten in trouble for just stupid stuff?
Well, I used to get in trouble a lot for a lot of stuff, and I was one of, I don't know what, if I want to say daredevil. I was just always curious and wanted to venture, and then I had my younger cousins and stuff who were like, yeah, what do we do next? And
so you're like, let's find something to do then.
Let's find some bad stuff to do, I guess. I have a story. I didn't really get in trouble. It's just really stupid. But one time, for some reason, I thought it was a good idea for me and two of my cousins. There was like, I don't know if, I'm pretty sure it was a beehive, but it wasn't. It was on a wall, right? And it was in between pallet, and then we were standing there checking out the bees, and they weren't really stinging us or anything. And I dropped the pallet, and they started swarming all over. And I ran inside, and one of my cousins tripped, and then I closed the door behind me, and they got stung up.
Oh no.
Man, I felt pretty bad, but it was hilarious still. Not for them though.
Yeah, they probably remember that, like, man.
Yeah. Then another time, same cousins. I was like, let's climb the roof, and yeah, let's climb the roof, chill up there, whatever. And there's like, it wasn't a ladder; it was just like a metal fence with bars.
Yeah.
And like they were like designed, and like you could just climb up the fence and then hop on the roof. And it was kind of like you could possibly get caught in it, and like so we climbed up perfectly fine and everything, but once we got up there, and then I was like, all right, let's go down, and like you just go exactly the same way you came up. And my cousin, he was like, I'm scared, so he decides to jump off the roof. And I'm like, how's that more scary? How's that less scary than climbing down a metal fence? Like, you jumped off the roof 10 feet, and then he messed up his ankle. And I don't think he broke it, it just sprained it really, really bad.
You got blamed for it?
Kinda. I didn't get in trouble for it. I didn't get yelled at or anything. They were just like, oh, you thought that was a good idea. And I'm like, I do it all the time. I'm like, what? No, nothing. No, but then my cousin just jumped and like straight slanted on his feet. Didn't even roll or anything, you know, like try to roll in.
He was just
like, yeah, dude. I was like, oh man, he broke his ankles. It was awful, man. Because I've jumped off it before, but I rolled, and it still hurt. But he was just straight trying to freaking... Oh, man. I know it hurted.
I know one time I was, like, second grade, maybe. I was really young, and I'll always remember this because I still think it's bullshit to this day. But this stupid ass kid, his name was Nathan, right? I'll never forget his name. His name was Nathan. Came up to me. I'm just minding my own business, playing, having fun. This kid goes up to me. He goes, "Hey, Chris." I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He goes, "You suck wieners." I was like, "No, you suck wieners." And then he ran away. I was like, "What the heck?" He went and told on me, the yard duty. She came over to me, and she was like, "Nathan just said you told him he sucks wieners." I was like, "He said that to me first." And she's like, "Did you have to say it back to him?" I was like, "What?" And she's like, and she wrote me a referral.
Wow.
And every time, went to the principal about it, and they're like, "Well, why did you say it back to him?"
He didn't get in trouble?
No. They're like, "Why'd you say it back to him?" Like, that matters. Like, that changes that he said it first to me. Yeah, I was pissed. I've always been mad about that. It's a sore subject.
Yeah, that damn Nathan. That's pretty fucked up, but...
Yeah, man. I never got over it.
What a crybaby, though. Like, who does that? Like, he probably was so salty, like, "I don't suck wieners."
I'm like, "Wait a second.
Yeah.
What the heck?"
But I don't. This isn't exactly like something stupid, but like you got in trouble for something someone else did was stupid,
Yeah.
But I did something stupid. I had some porno magazines. I was in like 3rd grade, and at that age, like, you barely know what sex is and stuff. Well, I got caught with them. Oh man, I got beat. Like I've never been beat before. I was awful, but still, Jesus.
Stop doing your tracks, man.
It did. But yeah, I just had them in my backpack and I'd take them to school.
You just took them to school?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Fuck, that reminds me.
I thought I was cool.
That reminds me of when we went to Liberty together. We might have to cut this out, but you had just a bunch of condoms and you gave me some. You're like, "Hey, you want some condoms?"
Why would we edit that out?
We were like 7th grade, and I was like, yeah, like, I'm gonna use them.
Hey man, I just want everyone to be safe.
Hey, I appreciate it, bro.
I did that in high school too.
But that makes at least more sense. At Liberty, fuck. I mean, I guess we're at Liberty. Anything could have happened there, man.
If I had a hold of like stuff like that, like, "Hey man, you need some condoms," because I don't.
Oh shit.
I have them and I don't need them.
Hey man, I got some extras. You need them? Yeah, I never forgot about that.
I don't know, I feel like I've done a lot of stupid stuff, but I feel like there's just certain things like everyone goes through, so nothing really stands out like abnormal. Like, everyone goes through stuff, like, not the exact same thing, but like, you take the same lessons out of stuff.
Yeah. I remember one time when I was little. Oh man, I cringe when I think about it. But my mom had this like bracelet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just fucking around, and she had like this little scissors. I was like, I wonder if this would cut. And I cut them up, man. It was not good.
You get in trouble.
I got my ass whooped, man. And I got grounded.
Did you try to lie and say it wasn't you?
No, it was before my brother was born, so I was the only child at the time. So it was like, no one else is gonna do this.
Did you leave the scissors next to it?
Yeah, I just left it all there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they were just like, "Why would you do this?" And I'm just like, I don't know why I did it, you know? kids are weird. Like they just do shit, you know?
Yeah, I'm curious, man.
Yeah, like
Kids are curious.
I cut a metal bracelet. I didn't know I could do that. Now I know. Yeah, I felt so bad afterwards. They never really let me live that down until like a few years later. So now I'm using Night Wolf, the new character. He's got some cool moves.
Yeah, some of them are pretty OG. He doesn't seem OP. Definitely like they capture like the animal stuff. He looks different for sure, costume wise, and like his facial stuff too.
Yeah, with his like face paint.
Mm-hmm.
Or blood, is that blood maybe?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it says nature's call, so probably.
Oh, that was cool. Oh. Definitely seems like a good addition, you know.
Darla's here. I don't know if you guys see her.
Damn.
Get him, Darla. Get him. Ooh, wasted it.
So overall, it seems like a good addition.
Still whooped him.
He's
though.
like a normal character for me. Not very good for me. I'm only good with Scorpion, so at least I know my range. So other than that, I think we're good.
That's pretty much it for today. We just wanted to do a little bit, nothing too big for today, but for next week, we're gonna be trying out the new Popeyes
New Popeyes
chicken sandwich, spicy chicken sandwich. Hopefully, it's not sold out because I see a bunch of memes where a lot of places are sold out. And I even seen one where someone's trying to sell it for $30. But that's gonna be for next week, and thanks for watching. And again, sorry for the huge gap, and we're very thankful for all you supporters and stuff.
Yeah, thank you very much. Please, let us know in the comments what you like, what you don't like. Let's.
Yeah, we're definitely open for criticism and stuff.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
See ya.